So before the break, we talked about the impact of milk on our health. Now we are going to focus on what we eat. A lot of us can remember the instant ramen noodle diet way too well.
Way too well. They're quick, they're easy, and most of all, they're cheap. But do you really know what you're eating? Doctors say eating those pre-packaged noodles just a few times a week can put your heart health in jeopardy.
It's cheap and easy to make, but a new study says instant ramen in the package or the bowl is not good for you.
They have a lot of fat, they have a lot of sugar because of the wheat flour in it, and the salt, loaded with salt. So it's basically fast food in a bowl.
A 2-year study published in the Journal of Nutrition examined the diets of more than 10,000 people in South Korea and found that eating the pre-packaged noodles just twice a week increased the risk of cardiometabolic syndrome significantly.
Lead to increased obesity, hypertension, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, especially high triglycerides, low good cholesterol, and that can lead to damaging of the heart arteries.
The reason the instant ramen is so much worse than the kind in the restaurant is because they're pre-fried, so they cook faster. Another problem, the soup base has a lot more sodium than the kind in the restaurant. Instant ramen is a staple in many college students' diet.
I do, because they're so easy to make, like just put water and then, yeah.
I haven't really gotten into it yet. I'm sure I will because it's going to be a cheap meal for me.
Many universities are trying to offer healthier alternatives for students. Salads, soup, sushi. But many students say when it comes to convenience and cost, prepackaged noodles is hard to beat.
And new research says the instant noodles may pose an even greater threat to women in particular. The study shows women who eat instant ramen noodles at least twice a week were at greater risk for high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, and high cholesterol. And Jimmy, it doesn't stop at ramen noodles. Of course not. We all know that fast food can have an impact on your health.
Well, yeah, but sometimes fast food is really all the time that you've got to get something to eat if you're in a hurry. Maybe you're just craving your favorite go-to chain. Well, don't feel too guilty because, yes, there are healthy options when you're eating on the go.
You're working out and trying to eat healthy, but you're crunched for time and end up in the fast food drive-thru.
Okay, what can I get for you guys?
Not to worry. Order these meals and you won't undo your healthy lifestyle. KFC's grilled chicken breast with mashed potatoes and corn on the cob has only 430 calories, 2 grams of saturated fat, and a whopping 41 grams of protein and 0 trans fat. Wendy's chili topped potato. You won't find it on the menu. Just order a plain baked potato and small chili together. They make a balanced meal with only 460 calories, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, and 21 grams protein. Or try a grilled chicken sandwich and fruit cup from Chick-fil-A. They add up to only 400 calories, 1 gram of saturated fat, no trans fat, and 30 grams of protein. Some healthy fast food options the next time you're at a drive-thru.
Thank you.
Now, there are some other fast food chains that also offer a grilled chicken sandwich. The trick is ordering without mayonnaise or creamy sauce and making sure that it's served with a whole grain bun. As a matter of fact, there are some chains that will also include a calorie-friendly honey mustard sauce.
All right, well, it can be difficult to stay on track when it comes to a healthy diet. There are so many simple, unhealthy choices out there. That's why it's also important to incorporate exercise into a healthy routine. Well, most of us know about traditional diet and exercise routines. Walk around the block, take a jog, just move. But there are some not so common weight loss tricks too. Weight loss tricks that seem downright strange.
Sweat, shake, and stretch, all the things we do to stay in shape.
I'll run for 3.5 miles and then I'll go home and do a Shaun T ab workout.
I like to dance.
But what about things we don't do? A study of 3,000 people by the Smell and Taste Treatment and Research Center in Chicago revealed the more frequently they sniffed, the less hungry they were, and the more weight they lost, an average of 30 pounds each. Ever tie a ribbon around your tummy? Many French women wear a ribbon under their clothes tied around their waist. The tighter it gets, that means they've eaten too much. Stick to wrapped candy. A Swiss study found people ate 30% less candy when they had to unwrap it first. And try surrounding yourself with blue. Researchers have found people eat 33% less in a blue room.
Another trick, try hanging a mirror opposite your seat at the dining table. One study found that people ate nearly 1/3 less when they saw the reflection of themselves eating in mirrors.
Okay, that's a little bizarre, but it would work for me. I can tell you that. Now, whether it's bizarre or not, it's worth the embarrassment. And speaking of embarrassment, a lot of us have done something sometime that results in our faces turning a little red and our egos a little bruised. But not these guys. Up next, we share some of the funny things that animals do. Plus, have you ever heard the saying, never turn your back on an Angus cow?
No, I haven't.
Well, you can't say that anymore because you have now. We're going to talk to the vet who coined that phrase and find out why.
And Jimmy, we also find out just how powerful a dog's nose really is. We all know they love to sniff, but the reason they're trying to smell you could actually save your life. You don't want to miss this. Del Mar of Life will return right after this.